It's time. The second stat of the Union. Stat of the Union 2014. So this Guardian armor. It's cool, but not that cool. But it did give me some ideas and some thinks. This thinks me. So one thing I noticed is that although most of the Guardian pieces are better than the Elite Knight pieces, at least in terms of actual defensive stats, that's not universally true. So, for example, if I was going to wear Guardian armor, I would just mix and match, because why not? You might as well actually do that sort of thing. That would reduce the weight a great deal, because that's a big difference. The better piece of Elite Knight armor, 6 pounds. However, that's been obviated by another discovery. This stuff is okay, but you can't upgrade it. Here's something you can upgrade which weighs less and is better. The Black Iron. Yeah. So, much like Black Iron Tarkus, I'm now incredibly tough. Upgrading this took all of the Twinkling Titanite I've found so far in the entire game, plus an extra 40,000 souls worth. But it's pretty good stuff. Like, I'm just covered in metal now. Elite Knight armor looks better, and is conceptually better, but it doesn't just cover you in metal, so it leaves something to be desired defensively. To go further beyond this, however, this stuff is really heavy. It's almost as heavy as the Guardian stuff. But this is kind of an opportunity, really. Havel's Ring, Ring of Favour and Protection. I thought I was breaking myself of Havel's by putting on the Ring of Favour and Protection, but it was a worse trap. Lautrec's Ring is as tricksy as he is himself. This thing, it only gives you plus 20%. So, if it weren't for the hit points and stamina bonuses, it's much worse than Havel's Ring. The hit points and stamina aren't really necessary. They're like nice to haves, but they kind of just make you not play as well. And also you can't take it off. Or can you? Goodbye to that. Good riddance. Now what I can do is I can use Havel's Ring for heavy armor, because I have alternatives here. I've got heavy and light armor. I've got a heavy and a light shield. And I've got heavy and light weapons. The lightest of all is my Black Knight sword, scaling on up to the halberd, with great sword and great club in between. So I can pretty much mix and match here to find a good combo of stuff. For example, let's see if I can currently wear the Black Iron and move fast. 60 out of 120. Well, that's a good number. Looks like it. Wow, okay, I guess I don't need to wear the light stuff. But if I really wanted to, if I wanted to use, say, the Great Shield, I could swap back to the Elite Knight armor, which is still pretty good, and pull out this Great Shield of Artorias plus 4, be 57.8 out of 120. And now I'm like incredibly shield. I'm so shield right now. So yeah, and if I want to use both the Great Shield and the Black Iron armor, all I have to do is go down to a lighter weapon. Actually, that might not be feasible. Let's check it out. While I'm checking it out, let's put away the Guardian stuff, because it's just not quite good enough. Navigating the menus, possible somehow eventually. So, current weight way too high, and if I swap down to my lightest weapon, still way too high. But whatever, I could go slow if I wanted to. I wonder if I could do another trick here. With all my lightest stuff, which is still pretty good quality stuff, mind you. 40 out of 120 with Havel's Ring on. I think... No, I think you have to be at 25% if you're equipped low to go really fast. 25% of 120 is like 30. So I'm probably not going to get up to 30. I don't want to wear really light armor. What I could perhaps do is eschew even Havel's ring. No, not quite, but if I got one more point of endurance I could. Or if I didn't wear a bow. So yeah, I do have the option of actually ignoring Havel's ring entirely and still having quite decent gear. So that's cool. I could get some more endurance, but it's already up at 40, and I believe some sort of soft cap is there, so I'm not too keen to raise my endurance any further. Well, anyway, for now, I'm going to put on Havel's ring, but I don't have to, and I can take it off when I want to, and I'll also use the wolf ring, stone plate. Actually, I'm going to use the speckled stone plate. To have like ridiculous resistances and defenses of basically all kinds. It doesn't actually seem to be. Oh yeah, there lists my magic, flame, and lightning defenses. And those are pretty good right now, but that would get even better. And that still leaves me with enough weight limit left over to use a bow and a black knight halberd. So, it's time to be tough. Time to be tough in the past. Let's see what Elizabeth thinks of this mushroom I found.
Struggling, are we?
No. I'm not struggling.
Was thine eye glancing hither?
Ah!
Thou needst not hide thy wonder. I am a mushroom, after all.
I don't want to know what that was supposed to mean.
I am. May the flame.
I don't know what's up with it. Hey, what? Did I leave this? Huh. I don't remember why I was praising the sun, but probably had a good reason for it. Back out then to the Royal Wood. But this time I go out to the Royal Wood with very high defenses. So, got to cross the garden over to the other side of, the wood, over to the other side where the abyss holes are. So I imagine my hit points and stamina are lower right now due to the lack of Ring of Favour and Protection. But I'm really not feeling, like, the length of those bars seems quite adequate. Yeah, I just took a hit there and it didn't, like, hurt much. And this stamina bar certainly seems like it can support several attacks in a row. And if you ever, like, you never want to spam more than several attacks in a row, so... Ooh, blocking that was quite expensive. Yeah, these guys are tough, but they were tough already. I think the way to make them less tough would actually be use less heavy armor and the Great Shield of Artorias, or just to freaking dodge all their attacks. Like, that would work better. It's just harder. Can I backstab them? Maybe, I don't know, it's hard. Yeah, the reduced stamina is not a serious problem. That is, it's not making things, like, harder than they were. And the reduced hit points are actually totally fine, because Estus Flasks only get you so far. Estus Flask plus 4 is probably what I'm going to have for the rest of the game. Given that, unless there's a Firekeeper soul somewhere in this DLC. Because back in the real world, or in my time, I believe I'm basically at the end of the game. So that leaves the only remaining Firekeepers who sort of even could be killed. I believe Priscilla is one, and the Lady of the Dark Moon. And Tarquin is not going to murder either of those people, so no extra souls for him. I haven't yet fully internalized to myself the fact that those guys do a 2-hit combo, and so I keep getting hit by the second attack. So at this point I'm basically just exploring this area, looking for things. But I really should be heading specifically towards the far end of what was Darkroot Garden, what will be Darkroot Garden. There I... oh, hello. No. Whoa. Crystal lizards. Also, this tower, I definitely want to check out if that's some kind of shortcut. I should really roll away from that. It's just hard. Well, I mean, it might not be hard, but it's scary. I feel like rolling is riskier. It's not really, because you can screw up blocking just as much as you can screw up rolling. Oh my god. So... climb up out of the deeps, don't fall in the holes. Cut the guy. And there's my destination, I think, that direction. The structures. Which include, I think, another way into the other half of the garden. The place where there was the crest door of Artorias in my time is just completely doorless now. Or is it? Not actually sure if I've been to that area yet. I think this guy killed me before. Oh no, actually, I think over there is the crest door. Jeez. See, I tried to roll there and I failed. And it's that sort of happening which makes me leery of even attempting to roll. Holy gosh. Did I fail to block that? So this is the first zone in a while where the basic enemies have been just tough. Like, just fighting them straight up is getting me killed. I need to learn new skills and use more complex tactics. Just having high stats is not going to save me here. Feels like a return to form for Dark Souls. Which is probably exactly what people were looking for out of Shiv. Oh my god. Why is he just walking slowly past me? I'll accept this though. Goodbye. Well, that time I blocked the second hit, but not the first. How long does power within actually last? It's not usually been an issue for me since I kill or am killed once I put it on. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use a great shield. What is that noise? He's doing it again, he's doing the thing. Nope, shit. Whoa. Right now I'm just using kind of inferior armor pointlessly. It's okay, it's just one of them. Okay, so... the Great Shield of Artorias. It doesn't look like... I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look amazing, it just looks good. I assure you its stats are amazing. This will be interesting. Come at me, bro. Look at that stamina. It's barely moving when they hit me. Of course, I can just kind of stop blocking and accidentally get hit. That's always still a possibility. This thing, this abyssal abyss, is quite problematic. Hey, stop getting hit, please. I can't tell whether any one guy is or isn't going to attack me. I guess I have to just pull groups of them away and not try and take them on in quantity. Try eliminating one at a time. That's just kind of generally, and also, it's everywhere. Insofar as possible, don't fight on the edge of an abyss. I've kind of taken to saying an abyss here, even though I don't think the terminology makes sense. I suspect it's not super consistent with the concept as presented in the world. So tough. But this great shield is really good. Even better is not getting hit. But when I do get hit, it no longer drains like more than 50% of my stamina. So yes, I would say a great shield is a good idea here, perhaps. Maybe. Is that another hole? Where does and doesn't the ground descend into chasms? So, I've finally reached this edge again. And here we have, what, Ulasil? Or parish under construction? Not clear. But here we have the crest gate. Or do we? It's an elevator. Well, I'll check that out shortly. Let me just explore the rest of this area first. Thoroughness is a mark of Knight Tarquin. Also known as finding all the cool stuff so your stats go up so you don't have to play as well. That's a corpse. What a poor unfortunate soul. Oh, I've been here while I was trying to climb up onto that thing. Okay, so it's probably mostly explored. Ooh, this hole. I feel like I've been around a lot of this area, at least. It'll do. So I think this is where the Crest of Artorias is going to be placed someday. But for now... Cool elevator. Bears more resemblance to the ones in Lost Izalith than it does in the ones used in modern-day Undead Burg. That's interesting. Bonfire ahead. Where? I'm just kind of suspicious in case the message is a trap. See, last time somebody told me bonfire ahead, there wasn't a bonfire ahead. And I died and lost a great deal of stuff. I would really like a bonfire, but it has to be a real bonfire. Not some sort of imitation or fraud. Could be something cool down there. Could be something cool up here. I mean, there's likely a boss fight through that door. And boss fights are usually accompanied by bonfires, but you have to do the fight first. Is that a flame? Charmer ahead. The hell? It's the Joker.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the
That's
past.
exactly what happened to me. Exactly right.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
Cool. Nice to see a smiling face. Mosses. Well, I like mosses. He sells humanity, which is nice. Very expensive though. And arrows. I'm actually running low on arrows. No, I'm not. I've got plenty of backup arrows.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias?
No.
The legendary Abyss Walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
What does that mean?
So, not that I
He's so suspicious.
So long.
Everybody you meet is incredibly suspicious, but the degree varies. This guy is super suspicious, I've gotta say. Quite suspicious, a lot of suspiciousness. Shortcut ahead. Yes, excellent. I know where this is. I'm out in this place. Cool. I don't remember how to get here actually from the starting zone, but if I do die again, I will certainly make use of this shortcut, or attempt to. It lets you skip half the garden. Be wary of merchant. Well, I mean, this one hasn't tried to kick me off a ledge. Shortcut. Wouldn't it be nice if that bonfire ahead message had been true? Where is this? It's not dissimilar architecture to the Undead Burg. I think there's less of it though. Could that be the city of New Londo? Pre-sealing? Is this the right place for the cabin? No, I think New Londo was built in a cave and the cave was flooded and sealed. Well, I have exactly two ways to go. One of them involves falling down a hole and dying, unless there's a secret here. And the other is a boss stall. I know which one I prefer. Boss fights are fun. I've done quite enough falling down holes for a while. More Estus flasks would have been nice, but you can only have some things. Who or what is here? Oh, I recognise that sword. Nicely done, Knight Altoris. The hero who came here to destroy the Abyss. Has he learned to walk it yet? Artorius is not looking good. Oh man. Did people go hollow in this age? I'm using some great shield. he's pretty fast. I don't know what he's going to do when that finishes, but I'd rather interrupt it than find out. Fast guy. The Great Shield of Artorias is really, really good against Artorias. He seems to have lost his own shield. Maybe that's where I found it. Oh jeez. Well, now I know why there was a grave for him. Because he went mad? Consumed by the abyss? I don't even know. And a visitor from the future had to come and put him down. Sorry. What was this thing? It seemed like he was sort of clinging to the last vestiges there of his sanity, humanity, I don't know. Humanity is probably not the right word to use, because humanity is like a thing. It's a specific substance and essence that people have in them, and it's not much use to most of them. The undead use it for specific magic. Wow. And it forms this specific substance. It's not the same thing as a soul. And I think that the gods and great heroes of old don't have humanity, I think it's something... Battle of Stoicism Gazebo. Won't be available online. But I am online. Oh, I see, it's a kind of a thing. Special PvP zone. Cool. Well, I'll ignore that completely. So yeah, humanity. The mushroom said that Artorias didn't have enough dark in him, and he wouldn't be able to handle the abyss as a result. The humanity has been referred to on at least 2 occasions by various lore pieces as a dark sprite or a dark soul. The only thing in the game which I've seen be called a dark soul. Which is probably a fairly consequential phrase. So what is humanity? The name itself suggests that it is what makes people human. But what does it mean to be human? Try jumping off. It's almost never a good idea. Need a key. Yeah, I guess I do need a key. Alright, I'll do it. I'll try jumping off.